JR Cigars was founded in Manhattan in 1971 by a guy named Lew Rothman who wanted to make premium cigars accessible. Today it carries a D+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and a 1-star average on major review sites. Customers report cracked wrappers, beetle larvae in sealed boxes, refunds denied. Meanwhile, 2 other major retailers run the same $14.95 hidden subscription under different brand names because the same corporation owns both. We tested 11 online cigar shops. Some passed, some failed on quality, and some betrayed the very hobby they claim to serve. We brought 77 complaints, 2 acquisition filings, and one $16 billion confession to back every word. 8 shops failed or earned a warning. 3 passed. Let's open the humidor. The subscription trap at Thompson Cigar has been bleeding customers for years. The program is called Total Values Plus, $14.95 every month. The mechanism is a pre-checked box at checkout, buried in the order flow, easy to miss when you're focused on cigars. One customer documented 17 consecutive months of charges before discovering what was happening. $254 drained incrementally. When he requested a partial refund, Thompson refused. The charge appears on credit card statements as BP Thompson CO Total Valpal followed by an 866 phone number. Most people see that line, assume it's a legitimate purchase, and scroll past. Complaints board shows 77 complaints against Thompson, only 10 resolved. That's a 12% resolution rate. 88% of customers who complained got nothing. The company is not accredited by the Better Business Bureau. That image of a Tampa institution with family roots since 1915 now belongs to a Danish tobacco conglomerate. The catalog your grandfather might have flipped through is a costume. The subscription trap underneath has been running since before most cigar forums started warning about it. If you've bought from Thompson in the last 3 years, check your statements for that 866 number. You might be funding a membership you never joined. I know what that discovery feels like. A few years back, I found charges on my own statement from a cigar purchase I barely remembered. It took me 4 months to notice. 4 months of payments for something I never agreed to. That's when I started paying attention to how these companies actually operate. Here's where it gets structural. Cigars International runs a program called Puro Perks, $14.95 a month. Pre-checked box at checkout. The pattern emerges in complaint after complaint. Customers charge 3 to 12 months before noticing. The billing descriptor on their credit card says BPA Services, not Cigars International, not Puro Perks. BPA Services, a name designed to look like a routine processing fee, not a cigar subscription you never agreed to join. Both programs include mandatory arbitration clauses and class action waivers. They designed the trap to be lawsuit-proof. 1.6 stars from over 160 reviews on Trustpilot. Yet the Better Business Bureau gives them an A+ rating. That gap tells you everything. The BBB responds to how a company handles complaints after they're filed. When Cigars International receives a formal BBB complaint, they offer immediate cancellation, full refunds, and a $50 coupon. They know how to make the record look clean. The customers who don't know to file with the BBB just keep getting charged. Now here's the confession that ties this together. In April 2018, Scandinavian Tobacco Group, a publicly traded company headquartered in Copenhagen, acquired Thompson Cigar for $62 million cash. They already owned Cigars International. The press release called Thompson their second major catalog and retail operation. 2 storefronts, 2 brand names, 2 subscription programs charging the exact same $14.95. 1 corporate parent running both traps. When you comparison shop between Thompson and Cigars International, you're browsing the same warehouse wearing different logos. The second largest online cigar retailer in America carries a D+ from the Better Business Bureau. 156 reviews on reseller ratings. 1.0 stars, not 1.5, not 1.2, 1.0. The pattern across reviews describes dry cigars arriving cracked and unsmokable. One BBB complaint documents a customer receiving 2 boxes of Upman and Undercrown cigars with tobacco beetle larvae inside the sealed packaging. The company's customer service policy is to not follow up on shipping problems. When one customer asked why no one had reached out about his missing order, the representative told him they don't do that. In 2020, JR Cigars was sold for $1.44 billion. The buyer, a Hong Kong consortium called Gemstone Investment Holding Limited, anonymous investors, no prior tobacco experience. unknown intentions. And if you shop at Serious Cigars, Cigars.com, or Casa de Monte Cristo thinking you're avoiding JR's problems, you're writing checks to the same ownership. The paradox at Best Cigar Prices tells you how little ratings mean. A plus from the Better Business Bureau. 1.81 stars from 16 customer reviews on the same BBB profile. The complaints describe a specific mechanism. You complete checkout. PayPal confirms. Then the company contacts you to add $100 or more in shipping charges, citing package weight they didn't disclose during the transaction. Imagine finishing your order, seeing the confirmation, feeling good about the price, then opening an email demanding more money before they'll ship. One documented complaint shows a customer charged 3 times for a single $87 order, $87.98, $87.98 again, then $157.63, $333 total for one purchase. The company's response to BBB complaints includes references to their terms of service, which allow weight-based surcharges after order placement. The A-plus rating reflects response to complaints, not the behavior that generated them. If you're shopping on price and the final price changes after you've already paid, you're not shopping. You're negotiating from a losing position. The viewer who recognizes this pattern becomes the buyer who screenshots every checkout page. You're watching an auction. The clock shows you winning at $61. Then you receive a charge at $65.50, your exact maximum bid, despite no visible competing bid in the final seconds. One reviewer on reseller ratings documented exactly this. His words, "This isn't the first time." CigarBid operates on an auction model. You set a maximum bid. The system is supposed to increment your bid only as much as necessary to win. The complaints suggest a different pattern. Reseller ratings shows 83 reviews averaging 2.42 stars. The platform was created by Keith Meyer during his tenure at Cigars International. He co-founded Cigars International in 1996. Both properties were acquired by Swedish Match in 2007. The auction mechanics have been generating complaints for longer than most cigar enthusiasts have been smoking. A winning bid that somehow always costs the maximum. Famous Smoke Shop failed to respond to 5 complaints filed with the Better Business Bureau. That's in the official BBB record. Reseller ratings shows 43 reviews averaging 1.83 stars. The complaints describe shipping delays of 10 to 12 days using subcontracted carriers that hand packages between UPS and USPS, sometimes sending them back across the country before delivery. The company operates Cigar Monster, a flash sale platform promising discounts up to 75% off manufacturer's suggested retail price. Customers have noted that the suggested prices on Cigar Monster sometimes exceed the regular prices on Famous Smoke's own website. 75% off an inflated number is just math designed to feel like a deal. The shipping failures you just saw aren't random. When retailers consolidate into fewer and fewer hands, the pressure to cut costs intensifies. Warehouses get larger, staff gets thinner, customer service becomes a form letter. The cigars that arrive dry, the packages that bounce between carriers, the complaints that never get answered, they're symptoms of an industry that stopped caring about the individual smoker the moment the catalog started printing in the millions. You paid $64.99 for next-day air shipping on October 19th. By October 25th, the package had not shipped. Day 6. Nothing. Associates at Gotham Cigars claimed it shipped. UPS stated they never received it. 20% restocking fee plus shipping costs on returns. Another customer faced $800 in duties on a $200 order. After refusing the shipment, he waited a month with no refund. The BBB lists the company in Miami. The reviews describe a business where the shipping tier you pay for and the service you receive exist in different universes. $65 for next-day air that takes 6 days to not ship is not a delay. It's a fee for nothing. Mike Cigars in Bay Harbor Islands, Florida, carries a C- rating from the Better Business Bureau. Not a B, not a CC-. The company is not BBB accredited. You box up a $1,000 order, you ship it back, the tracking shows delivered, and then you wait a week, 2 weeks, a month. The refund never arrives. The phone rings out. One documented BBB complaint describes exactly that. A customer returned a $1,103 order. The cigars went back. The refund never came. The business failed to respond. Customer reviews reference a 50% restocking fee on returns. Half your money gone for the privilege of discovering the product wasn't what you ordered. When a company charges a penalty that's severe for returns and then stops responding when the return actually happens, the business model becomes clear. They're not selling cigars. They're selling finality. Atlantic Cigar has operated as a family business for over 25 years. They launched one of the first online cigar shops in the late 1990s. Trust Index shows a 4.2 to 4.6 star average across 500 reviews. They earned an A+ BBB rating, and unlike the retailers we just covered, the customer reviews actually match it. The company is based in Eagleville, Pennsylvania. When you buy from Atlantic, you're buying from a business where the people answering emails probably know the people packing boxes. That sounds like a small thing until you've spent 3 weeks chasing a refund from a company that won't return calls. Atlantic isn't the cheapest. They're the opposite of anonymous. Small Batch Cigar is run by Andrew. Response times measured in minutes, not days. One forum testimonial recounts ordering the wrong cigars. Andrew shipped the correct order within 5 minutes of being notified and told the customer to keep the mistake. Another describes receiving 5 cigars instead of 10. Andrew sent extras the same day without being asked. The prices are full retail. The shipping is fast. The boutique selection caters to enthusiasts who already know what they want. This is not a store for bargain hunters. This is a store for people who've been burned by bargain hunters' stores and decided their time is worth more than a discount. When something goes wrong, the owner fixes it before you finish typing the complaint. That costs money. The price is reflected. Whether that trade-off works for you depends on how many hours you've already spent on hold with the other guys. Now pull back. You've seen 11 shops. 8 failed or earned warnings. But the failures aren't random. They trace back to the same signatures over and over. Subscriptions you never joined. Shipping you already paid for. Refunds that never arrive. Beetles in sealed boxes. And underneath all of it, ownership consolidating into fewer and fewer hands. In 2010, a Danish holding company merged with Swedish Match's cigar division. One deal, one signature. And suddenly Cigars International, General Cigar, the company behind Macanudo and Punch, brands you've probably smoked without knowing who made them, and the distribution network that feeds half the humidors in America belong to the same boardroom. In 2013, they acquired pipesandscigars.com. In 2018, they bought Thompson for $62 million. By that point, roughly half of all online cigar sales in the United States flowed through Scandinavian Tobacco Group properties. Their own press materials said so. Nearly 1 million active customers, 30 million catalogs a year. Keith Meyer, who co-founded Cigars International in 1996 and created CigarBid, left to start Cigar Page in 2015. The talent that built the machine went on to build again. Then in November 2022, Philip Morris International completed its acquisition of Swedish Match for $16 billion. Swedish Match had already divested most of its cigar retail properties years earlier, but the money trail shows what the industry became. Premium cigars, once the province of local tobacconists who knew your name, now run through corporate structures spanning Copenhagen, Hong Kong, and New York. You're not buying from a cigar company. You're buying from a portfolio managed by people who will never smoke what they sell you. When your cigar arrives dry, cracked, and crawling with larvae, and the customer service line tells you they don't follow up, you're not talking to a cigar company. You're talking to a portfolio asset. The hobby survived. The trust didn't. So here's your weapon. Before you buy, ask 3 questions. Does the retailer charge a recurring membership fee? And if so, can you see the opt-out box before you pay? What does the company look like on Trustpilot, not the BBB? Because the BBB measures response, not behavior. And when something goes wrong, does a human fix it? Or do you get a form letter and a restocking fee? You now know which shops failed and why. You know the ownership threads that connect the names. And you know that the cigar community has been building warning lists on forums for years, long before this video existed. Are you the guy who checks every checkout page, or the guy who trusted the catalog? If you've worked inside any of these warehouses, tell us what customers never see. The subscription enrollments, the shipping conditions, the complaints that never got answered. If you found a shop that treats you right, name it in the comments. Your story might shape the next video. We're investigating humidor storage next, the difference between what retailers claim and what actually happens to your cigars in their warehouses. Subscribe so you don't miss it. The industry spent decades teaching the catalog to look trustworthy. You don't have to believe it anymore.